Yo, hello. I am back today for some more OSU here. Um, the first thing that I would like to say is that I did get a new tablet. I got the Intuos Pro Small. I believe it's the PTK-470. I haven't used it very much yet, but I use it enough to sort of get a feel for how it's different from like my previous tablet. The CTL 472, also by Wacom. um, so this is 300 hertz compared to the 133 of the other one. It also, I can notice the design is a little angled this way, so it's also slimmer. Those two combine to make it very nice to rest my hand on. I've noticed the polling rate being 300 hertz makes it feel a lot smoother. Can really tell on the monitor that I'm using right now. I recently upgraded to a 500 hertz OLED from previously playing on a 165 hertz IPS panel. And something that I like immediately noticed comparing my old tablet to like a 1K mouse, it does, you can see like a significant difference in the smoothness playing on something with that higher polling rate. And that is also very noticeable with 300 hertz, although obviously not quite to the same degree as this, but it is definitely there. You can tell. And then I've also noticed the clicking, just like, for menu navigation and stuff like that, feels a lot more responsive on this, which is interesting and not something that I had really considered. And then, let's see, the pen is very nice. I like the pen. There's a lot of customizability. Let me switch scenes. There we go. You can take off the back of this. There's a little weight here. It's got a heavy and a light side. You can, backweight your pen if you want to. It also has a few different like button things, as well as two different grips. Sorry, let me turn on this music. I did not mean to drag my scene. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's got this button which sits flush with the grips. It's got, this isn't a button. This just sits flush. There's also a thing with buttons that does sit flush with the grips. And the third one it has just sits flush with a pen. So if you're not using a grip, you don't have to have that sort of bulge out there. It also has two different grips. One of them has a little thing up here that sort of gives you more area to grab onto up here. It's all pretty nice, well thought out. There's also a fairly, I don't know, I'll call it bougie metal pen nib case. Comes with standard pen nibs, as well as rubber and felt nibs, which is pretty interesting. I have not really tried out a whole lot of this yet. I've only played for like 10 or 20 minutes with this. But it is pretty nice so far. So I'm not gonna talk a whole lot for this because I feel like most of what I said is all I really wanted to. And I had surgery yesterday, so my mouth is killing me a bit. I had a post put in. I doubt that you'll be able to see much of the difference that 300 hertz makes in the recording, since I am recording at 60 FPS. But I can assure you it is there. It is very noticeable. I'm playing on a monitor that can sort of display what the difference actually is. Interestingly, I would say one of the most noticeable differences in smoothness that I see is on spinners. The cursor is just so very smooth on them. Pretty nice, though you don't really spin all that much.
Fantastic, see the eyes upon my earth. Time embrace the frost, erase the pulse, the iron skin. Like a rose, the cold blood tempers gets the only win. Tomorrow, yet the eyes of me. It's home, I know, we siege upon my
Yikes. Not very locked in. Forgot how fast that was. Surprised I even managed to pass that. I could very much be playing a lot better. All right. Well, I think that'll be it for this quick video. I just wanted to sort of go over my first impressions of this new tablet. I think I did a decent job, hopefully, of what I think the pros are compared to my old tablet, such as the one, the CTL-472. I think it is a significant step up. I think if you have the other peripherals, like, a high refresh rate monitor, to actually sort of match, the tablet, I think it's a worthwhile investment. I think it does have significant benefits over something that does have, just, not quite as well designed. Obviously, the 472 is a really good tablet. I use it for years. It's great. I don't think upgrading to a tablet like this is going to improve your skill by any means, but the experience playing on it is very, very, very nice, and I think it is worthwhile if you are a tablet player and you have the money to spend. Yeah, anyways, that'll be for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya.